You're listening to Radio Primavera Sound, proudly presented by Cupra.
Hello and welcome to Line Noise, and this week we welcome back Étienne de Crécy, who is a house hero for any sensible musical brain. We last spoke in 2023, an interview in which we went into a lot of the origins of Étienne de Crécy, Motorbase and all that kind of thing. And so I saw this interview more as a chance to kind of catch up with what he's been doing since then. So we kind of spoke about the Flashback Tour, which was what he was on last time, playing only vinyl, what he learned from that. We spoke about songs that did and didn't work from the past. We spoke about his excellent album Warm Up, which was released in 2025, working with Damon Albarn. Yes, what is it like to work with Damon Albarn? And Warm Up remixes, that kind of thing. We talk about what he prefers, DJing going live, what Alex Gopher is up to these days, Baxter Dury, and many more things. I hope you enjoy it. Line Noise comes to you with the support of Cupra. Étienne de Crécy, how are you?
Fine, so far so good.
Well, you've just seen your team win the Champions League. You're feeling good.
Excuse me?
You've just seen your team win the Champions League.
Yes, we won, and that was nice. Actually, my plane was delayed. Then half of the match I was in the plane.
Okay.
And when I landed, we were like 1-0 for Arsenal. Then I was a bit stressed, but finally, happy ending.
Well, this is something I was going to ask about later because, this is going very much out of time, but you've made a football top to celebrate your new remix album, right?
Actually, yes, because I was so proud of the remix team, you know. I sent a lot of requests, and everyone's answer like, yes, I will do it. I was so delighted, you know. And when I saw all the names, I was like, okay, it's a dream team. It's crazy. And then we had the idea with my manager to say, okay, it's a dream team. Let's do some jersey with, you know. And that was like, obviously, we had to do it.
And those same shirts, they're going to be available to buy eventually, right?
Yes,
okay.
The drop will be very soon.
They look very beautiful things.
Pardon?
They look very beautiful things.
They are. Actually, they are. I'm really proud of the jersey. They are really cool.
See, I was going to ask here if you supported Olympique Lyonnais, having been born in Lyon, but no, it's PSG.
No, it's more PSG. Oh. I'm in Paris longer than any cities. I mean, I'm born in Lyon. I grew up in Marseille, and now I live in Paris. And I'm in Paris for 30 years. Then I feel Parisian.
So there's a big British thing about music and football. Is it the same in France?
What do you mean?
Well, like a lot of British musicians like football, and I think there's a big connection, and there's a lot of kind of football songs.
I think it's a bit less in France.
Right.
I mean, you English people are really crazy about football. I mean, you have like cities with Manchester. You have two teams.
Yeah.
I don't know any city in France with two teams.
Well, it's Paris FC.
Okay. Okay. It's the beginning. Okay,
I've
you're
been
right.
studying.
You're right. It's the beginning. But no, I think football is really. I like music. You know, music and football are huge. Are bigger in UK than in France.
Music is bigger. That's a big thing.
In UK, in England, yeah, it's music. I mean, music spreads the world. Music from your country spreads the world. Not, I mean, France. It's just the beginning of the. You see what I mean?
Yeah. So we last spoke in 2023 when you were on the Flashback Tour.
Yeah.
Playing only vinyl. What did you learn from that tour?
What did I learn? I don't know. I learned to play vinyl again, and that was pretty intense. I learned maybe because I I have forgotten that the time could be different. You know, with CDJs playing with MP3 wave, the time is really fast. I mean, you can edit, you can cue the tracks, and you can go faster than the music. You know, on when you can do it, you do it, and then I mean with CDJs, you are faster. With vinyl, I learned that taking the time could be efficient and could be nice too.
You mean letting a song play, right?
Letting a song play, yeah.
Right.
You can't jump into the song with vinyl, and then you had to let it go. And maybe that's what I learned. That sometimes you let the time go his way.
So I think I remember you saying that Armand van Helden's The Funk Phenomena, which is a classic tune, you learnt in that tour that it doesn't work in modern club.
Doesn't work anymore. I was so surprised. I was so. I mean, for me, it's a huge hit, and that was a banger at the time. And maybe that was because of me, because I didn't play it at the right time. I don't know, but for me, I remember back in the days, the Funk Phenomena was the magic card. I mean, you know, when you were in trouble, okay, just play this one, and you save your set. And now that was absolutely not the case. I mean, I was like, okay, people were like, okay, it's okay, but that was not. People didn't get crazy. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the sound. I don't know why. I should ask. You know, my friend Tony Romera is a really good DJ, really good producer, and sometimes he does like redux, like he mixes the old tracks to give them the sound of today. I mean, the track is exactly the same, just he boosts the sound, and maybe he should work on this track. Maybe it's I don't know why it doesn't work as much as it was.
I mean, I find it very hard to understand sometimes what works and what doesn't.
It's impossible to understand for sure. I mean, there is no. It's never definitive. You see what I mean? It's moving always.
But I remember going to see you DJ, and you played some of your old tracks, some of your new tracks, and they all worked, right?
Maybe because it's my track. You know, when in a club, when people are here to see me, they are reacting to my tracks. I think it makes sense. But maybe it's just because that was me playing my track.
What's the idea with doing a vinyl tour to sort of reconnect with your past?
The idea was actually at the first place, that was because I have my collection of vinyl in my studio. And one day I was remembering one specific track, and said, okay, I want to hear it again. I want to listen to it again and see why I remember it. And then I start to looking for it in the collection, and I have a huge collection. And then I discover a lot of records and say, oh, okay, I remember this one. And then I start to discover again my collection. And when after that, I was like, okay, I want to play these records. I mean, because a lot of those records were existing before the digital, and a lot of labels disappeared before they digitalized the music. Then there were a lot of vinyl I have in my collection that doesn't exist anywhere, you know, just in vinyl and in few collections, you know, but you have no way to listen to this music except from those vinyls. And then I was like, okay, people must listen to that music.
Because this kills me when I find a track that you can't find. People think everything is online, but it's not at all.
No, it's not. It's not. There is a lot of tracks you can find online, or you can find like a shitty YouTube rip, you know. And there's a lot of music. They are still offline, and then of the artificial intelligence.
So, last year you released the excellent album Warm Up, and I think you called it electronic pop rather than dance music. Is that right, or was that something other people?
I didn't call it like that myself.
Okay.
I have. I'm struggling to label my music, my own music. I don't know what kind of music it is. For me, that was more a question of tempo. I mean, on this album, I worked on a slower tempo, and that was mainly that's the point. It's the tempo.
So how does it work? I mean, you go into your studio, and at some point you've got to sit down and set the tempo on something.
Yeah.
You just like, okay, I'm going 118 or something.
Yes.
Today.
Yeah. Sometimes I start a track and I said, okay, I will make a track so 100 BPM.
Wow,
100 BPM, and let's see what happened at 100 BPM. And I mean, because I have no idea. I have no idea before I start doing music. I have no idea in my head. I have nothing. I'm not a musician. I have no melodies. I have nothing in my head. I go to the studio and then start working on material, on gear, on sounds, and then that gives me the inspiration. I have no inspiration before. I have no inspiration if I'm not at the studio. And then I have to decide before I start a track. I have to decide some some frame. And tempo is one of the frame. If what happens if I start to work on 95 BPM, and it gives me like a frame to work, and then really often the tempo is the beginning of a track.
Have you ever gone really, really fast? Have you ever tried like?
No, yes, I tried because now I don't know how it is here in Spain, but in France, like art style is really famous. I mean, it's really like it's mainstream now. And then after COVID, it's since the COVID, and after COVID, before COVID, we were playing at 120 BPM, and after COVID, that was 150, 160 BPM, and it was okay, and there were no transition. It's just, and then I tried because I was really enthusiastic about this music because it brings all the young people into electronic music again. In France, young people were into hip-hop music a lot, and then the art style bring all the new generation in electronic music. Then I was really enthusiastic with this scene, and that was, in festivals, the art style scene was the most fun scene. That was where people have more fun, and then I tried to do it, but I'm not good at it. I think it's a juvenile music. You see what I mean? You need to. It's a music. You had to be young to make this music. I feel like I was not in at the right place. And
no, I was going to say in English, juvenile is kind of a negative word, but you don't mean it in a negative way.
No, it's not negative. No, juvenile. I mean young, young in the good way. I mean young with. When you have some spots on your face and it's juvenile is a negative. Okay.
It's like saying, it's kind of stupid and young if you say juvenile.
Okay. I mean, that's what I meant. Stupid and young. I mean, but it's a positive.
Way,
it's positive for me.
So you don't have children, right?
I have 3 children.
Oh, you have 3?
Yes.
Good God.
But but they are old now. I mean, they are 30, 26, and 22.
So do they give you insight into?
Into life, into music. In a way, yes. But they are not doing music.
Right. But do they like your music, for example?
I hope so. Or maybe they are good liars.
They say they do, yeah.
But no, I hope so. I don't know.
Going back to Warm Up, you've got some amazing collaborators on there.
Yeah, I'm really proud of it.
How did that happen?
I sent requests. So that was as easy as that. Yeah. I sent a request to the people. I'm I'm a big digger for electronic music, but when I'm at home, I'm listening more like indie music, and I love songs. And then for the featuring, I took my top 10 on Spotify, and I send the requests to the top 10, and hopefully the majority of them they answered like, okay, we're okay to do it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I really worked with people I'm a big fan of, then I'm really happy of this collaboration.
Well, I've got to mention Damon Albarn.
Yeah, Damon Albarn is a really special story because it's a song we recorded 20 years ago. I sent the request for another project like 20 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that was but that was a project, an album project, and then we record the song, and the song is really amazing. Was amazing, and it's still amazing. But I give up on the project of this album. Then the song was in my hard drive for years, but it wasn't fit with any of my productions since then. Then I was not able to release just the song like that. It's just when I started, I worked on the warm-up album. When I was almost ready, I remembered this song. I said, okay, it fits perfectly with this project, and that was the occasion to finally release it. And then I sent a request to Damon Albarn. He said, "Oh yeah, for sure." And I was like, "Wow, it's so cool," because you can hear in his voice, it's 20 years.
Yeah, it sounds youthful. Right?
Yeah.
What do you like? Talking Damon Albarn, what do you like most? Are you a fan of Blur, Gorillaz, all of it?
All of it.
Right.
All of it. I'm a really fan of. I discovered maybe Gorillaz before Blur, and but I was really blown by the Think Tank album. For me that was really fantastic. And his project, the good, the bad, and
the Queen.
And the Queen.
Yeah.
I was really.
That's a great, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great project too. And Mali Music. The guy is a genius.
Yeah.
Because everything he touches, it's like wow. It's always it sounds easy for him, And I love that. I don't say it's easy, but it sounds easy. Everything it does, it's like okay. And
Chinese opera. Yeah.
Yeah, Chinese opera. And it's I'm really appreciate when I don't hear the work in music. You see what I mean? When people are working too much on the music and like I hear that in the music, I don't appreciate. I love when when the sound sounds easy.
What's Damon like to work with then?
That was really easy. I went to his studio in Ladbroke Grove, and he was like, the instrumental was totally different of what it is on the record. That was more trippy electronic music instrumental, and that was pretty tricky because the project was a comedy, musical. And then he was supposed to be a character of the musical, and to play the song was about a scene in the musical. And then it was really tricky to find the good lyrics for the character, and he nailed it like really perfectly. And he was like, okay, the melody would be like that, and he made the melody very easy and really fast. And then he said, okay, let me write the lyrics. And he was on a table, and like in 20 minutes, he wrote the lyrics. And he was really a kind person. The session was really friendly. I was because I'm a big fan. I was a big fan, and I was like, wow, it can't be so friendly. That was really amazing.
But he must be a fan of your music as well.
He accepts. he accepted the request. I'm sure he has a lot of requests, and I'm sure he appreciate in a way my production too. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, yes. I mean, yes.
Did he say something? Or?
No. And I didn't say I was a fan either. You know, but I imagine maybe he appreciates something somewhere. Yeah.
And earlier this year, there came warm-up remixes. Why did you want to do a remix album?
What?
Why did you want to do a remix album?
Actually, I didn't want to do it. It's just Bob Sinclair. At the release of the album, Bob Sinclair called me and said, okay, I love the album. And there's one track, the brass band. It's really beautiful track. I love it. Do you have a club version of it? And I was like, I play this version in club. It worked. I thought it was a club version. He said, no, it's not. Send me the stem. I will do a remix. And then I sent him the stems. He made this remix, which I really appreciate. I really loved it. But that was strange for me to release just one remix. Then I said, okay, I should ask for different people to make some remixes. And then we have like a proper release. And then I send the same. I send requests to a lot of people. I'm really fan of, and I have so many good answers. You know, I was really happy.
People like you.
Finally.
And when you're DJing now, do you play the originals or the remixes?
It depends. It depends. I mean. It really depends of the crowd, of the people, it really depends. But I play some remixes. Yes, I play some remixes sometime. I mean, yes, because my DJ sets are maybe much harder than the album. Then the remixes fit better in my sets than the original versions.
So you're quite unique in electronic music in that you seem to play live about as much as you DJ. Like I wouldn't say you're more of a DJ, more of a live act. You kind of seem to do both quite a lot.
No,
right?
I mean I played live quite often, but I play more DJ. But every 2 or 3 years, I'm releasing a live set. I mean, more or less is when I release an album. It comes with a live tour.
This might sound a stupid question. Is there one you prefer, or?
No, it's different. I mean, DJ sets are really good in clubs, and live are good on stage. Right. I mean, I'm not really comfortable DJing on a stage on festival because I mean the show is not that spectacular. I mean, a DJ, you know, you can clap your hands,
wave your hands.
You wave your hands, but the process of working, you are pushing buttons or faders. It's not really spectacular. And then the live show, I worked on a production, on visuals, and then I'm on. It's really interesting to bring some visuals on stage and to work on the timing, you know, because you have to stay 1 hour on stage, and then it's like directing a movie. I mean, it's the process to build a show, you know, in time. It's really interesting.
So, what do you most like and least like about playing live?
Well, I mean, playing live, I play just my music, and then it's less stressful than DJing, you know, because you play your music, the show is prepared, you can play better, but if people say don't like my music, you know, it's my music, and then it's less stress. When I DJ, you know, if the people they don't like the music, you have to choose a good track. Yeah. You have to bring the people with you, and it's sometimes more difficult. Live music, you know, and really often when you play live, so people are here for you, then it's more easy in a way. What I don't like, it's maybe the same thing. If you can't get the people, you have no secret weapons in life. You know, you can't. You don't have the right to play a banger that it's not yours. You know, sometimes it's more difficult. It happens sometimes. You know, you don't get the crowd, and it's like, oh shit, and but that's a part of the fun also.
Okay, I have to ask then. What's your secret weapon? You're DJing. It's not going well. What do you put on? I'm sure that doesn't happen. Sorry, that sounds really hard.
No. I have some secret weapon. Lately is that funk. It's a track that funk. I have some new, because I'm digging a lot. Then my DJ set are constantly. I have some new stuff in my DJ set, but there is there is like Sex Face from Disco of Doom. It's like a track I can play from 10 years, 20 years. I play this track. I know that people will react well. And I have few secret weapons.
Right.
They are not secret anymore. But I don't like to play. I don't play a huge hit. I mean, I don't play. There is some really good track, like Satisfaction from Benny Benassi. I mean, all the DJ are playing this track. I don't play. I love the track, but I don't feel I'm allowed to play this track.
Because it's too big, or
too
obvious,
too big, too obvious. On every party you go, you can hear this track. My job is not to play this track, and the hits are mine. And
well, you got your own hits you could play.
I have my own hits.
Law.
Yeah, that's the law. Yeah. And then and I try to find some hits that people they don't know yet. It's my job.
I mean, talking of which, there seems to be quite a bit of nostalgia at the moment for the sort of music you made and your compatriots made in the 90s, sort of French touch things. Are you feeling that kind of nostalgia, or? It seems to me that kind of young people nowadays are really kind of into a lot of French.
They are into it. Yes, they are into it, and that's in a way a problem for me, because they are waiting for me to play music from the 90s, and I'm not really comfortable with that, because I love new music.
Yeah.
And then, I can play some of the old tracks, but I don't want to play like the complete 90s.
No. You don't want to be a nostalgia act, like.
No, I don't want. But I feel that the young people they are waiting for it, and it's funny. I see a lot of young producers are producing in the same way, and but it's really interesting because it's the same way, but the sound is different. The sound is better, and they are doing better music now, but inspired by the music we made like 30 years ago. Then it's funny.
I mean, how do you feel about kind of dance music in 2026? Did you ever kind of fall out of love with dance music, or have you always been there?
What do you mean?
Like, as in, was there ever a time when you weren't into like dance music and you kind of listened to other things, or have you always been like a fan
of dance music?
Yeah,
always, and I'm always amazed by the new production. And I think there is so many people working on it now. There is so many music, and there is always some good music, some new. I mean, the music is really should be simple, and the people with so few elements, they still invented some new tricks, and you're like, wow, no way. I'm still amazed by the production from today.
What was the last thing you heard? I know this is quite difficult. What was the last thing you heard that made you think, no way, that's incredible?
What do you mean? A good track?
Yeah,
there's a lot of good. I mean, the art style. I was really amazed by the art style. I was a bit disappointed. I was not able to do it. I was like, oh shit! I didn't find the way to hack it. But I was really amazed by all these new sounds, the big kick, the rare kick, and the all this kind of. It's a new. I mean that was really. It's really amazing. And in more house music, there are so many good tracks. I mean, I'm still really enthusiastic and amazed by the productions.
I mean, it's kind of hard style still really big in Paris. What are people listening to in Paris these days?
A lot of art style. Art style, art techno, it's a lot of that. But now there is like a new scene with house music, and people, they went into electronic music with the art style when they were like 16 or 18, and now they are 20 or 25, and they are a bit tired by being brutalized, and then they started to go to the house music parties.
Right.
And there is a new, I think there is a new takeoff of house music in Paris.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what is Alex Gopher up to these days?
Alex Gopher is working now as a mastering engineer.
Right.
And then that was his first job.
Mm.
And then he quit his job for doing his career in music. And then after a while, he was too stressed with DJing. And he said, okay, when I have to DJ, I'm sick like 1 week before and 1 week after, just because of stress. And then he decided to quit the scene because that was too stressful for him. And now he's the best mastering engineer in the world. I mean, everything I'm producing, it goes to his mastering studio, and he's really good at it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and his experience in the music as a musician, made him really much better sound engineer, because now he how the music should sound in a club or in a big on a big PA in a festival, and then he has this experience now, and it's really good.
Mastering always seems to me like kind of magic, because I don't quite know what people do, but it makes it sound a lot better,
Yeah. Yes. And no, he saved so many of my mixes, because I'm not a really good sound engineer. I mean, I can put a vibe in a recordings, but I'm not really really good at the the sound techniques. And then he saved a lot of my mixes. Like the mix was fun, but not good sounds. And then he made the mastering, and after that, when you play it in a club, it's like wow, it kills everything.
I am interviewing Baxter Dury next week, someone you've worked with a lot.
Yeah.
What should I ask him?
What should you ask him? Oh, I don't know. You should say hello from me.
Okay.
I was so amazed working with him and having him in my studio. I mean, I'm so proud of the album we made together. What could you ask him? When the next track we do together,
Okay.
I should ask him. I mean,
you're probably in contact with him, right?
I should ask him myself, but I would love to work with him again.
Well, that album he did last year, I think it was, really kind of dance floor.
Yes. I don't know why he didn't call me. No, that was yeah. No, but that was a brilliant album too. Yes, I mean it's really brilliant. I love this guy.
It's a terrible thing to ask, but what's next for you? What's
next for me? Actually, this year will be the 30th anniversary of Super Discount, the first one, and then I'm gonna celebrate.
Gonna celebrate?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
In a way. In a way, it's still secret so far.
Okay.
But we're gonna make something big to celebrate the 30 years of that, because that was one of the first album. That was before the Daft Punk, before Bob Sinclair. Before that was one of the first album from the French Touch, and I want to say it loud.
And how do you feel when you listen back to it these days?
To this album?
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I mean, it's really fresh. It's really innocent. It's innocent music. I wish I could be that innocent when I start a track now. That was just fun. Like, okay, this sample is good, and with a kick, okay, the track is done. And I'm still seeking for this kind of freshness and innocence when I'm doing music, which is pretty hard when you have 30 years of experience.
All right, last question. There's something I like to ask. You're on death row. You've had your last meal. All good. You're given one last record to listen to. What would it be?
Wow. The last records. It should be something. It must be something happy. It must. I don't want to to listen to a sad record. I don't know. Maybe something from Stevie Wonder.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I actually sang in the key of life because it's the longest album.
A triple, yeah.
Yeah, then I can save more time.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Absolute pleasure.
You're listening to Radio Primavera Sound, proudly presented by Cupra.